Well, good morning, everybody. We are here in Lawrence, Kansas. As I probably told you guys yesterday, we are on our way to the world's highest light show in Colorado Springs, and we've been making our way. It's a 24-hour trip all the way over there, and we're doing it in the Cybertruck. And I'm trying to give you guys some good updates along the way to let you know how it's going. In case you've ever wondered how to do a cross-country trip in a Tesla Cybertruck, and it's quite a long ways. It's about 1,300 miles all the way across. Trying to get there and trying to uh, keep the charge on the truck and all of that, and then especially going into the Rocky Mountains because let's face it, this is probably one of the toughest things you can do in an electric vehicle in general. But quite frankly, it's actually been really easy. The Tesla superchargers have been everywhere we wanted them to be all along the way. They've been in great spots. They've been at malls. They've been at more likely truck stops. The truck stops have been very helpful. But everywhere we've stopped, it's been a very pleasant stop. We haven't had any mishaps with the superchargers at all, believe it or not. I'm a little shocked by that. Truth be told, every time we stop at a supercharger, though, we always meet some very interesting people, might I say. And I got to give a shout out to my girl, Stacy Broom, over there at 100.3 in St. Louis. Hey, girl, hope you find your fender. I want to leave it at that for right now. She did not have a good day yesterday. She did not have a good day yesterday. So we want to send our thoughts out to her and let us know how it worked out. Put a comment in the below if you find this stuff, please. Um, Also, the superchargers, we've been traveling and basically charging in the middle of the daytime the whole way. So let's take a look to see where we're at on the total for our trip thus far. So right now we have a total trip of 849 miles. We've burned a total of 411.3 kilowatt hours, and we've been burning on average 484 watt hours per mile, which is quite a bit. And for that, we have clocked in at exactly $124 to go 849 miles. That's how much it's cost us on the road, charging at superchargers in the middle of the daytime. Now, that's how much it's cost us thus far. And I suspect, every time we stop, every time we charge it from 10 to 80%, it's roughly about $25. So that's what we've been doing. Uh, I would also like to note, I try to keep you guys up on the accessories as we go through this, right? Um, One of the things that's been a blessing and a curse is this thing right here. It's the C9 unit that we have here in the Cybertruck, and we ordered it from one of our vendors. You can check out one of my other videos below to see how to get it. But I will caution you because met a friend yesterday. He had a C9 unit in his vehicle, and it was from a different vendor. Keep that in mind. This is not vendor specific, and that's why I'm not naming the vendor on purpose. Same unit. Here's the deal, right? So on an occasion, if I go back to the home screen, let's see if I can go back to the home screen. All right. So on the home screen, normally you have the speedometer and all of this, and it shows you the status of the vehicle. And the problem is this, is that on an occasion, the vehicle sees the front driver doors open, or it misreads a door, even though you're in drive. And when that happens, the speedometer here does not pop up. And so basically makes this whole thing useless. I just thought it was an error with my unit, but I met another nice gentleman yesterday who had the same unit, and apparently he started having problems with his. And he had just gotten it, maybe a few weeks ago and installed it. I'm starting to believe this is more of a systemic problem. So what happens is it thinks the door is open, therefore it'll never think it's in drive, and therefore you'll never get this screen up. That's a bit of a problem, but truth be told, the thing is that it doesn't really matter because we don't really have this for for this. What we have it for, because quite frankly, the speedometer is just redundant. It is. It really is. Oh man, I don't think you guys can see it here, but I have the little icons up here, and this thing is showing little white squares. But basically, it has Apple CarPlay, and this is the button for Android Auto. If I press Android Auto, it will pop up, and there's Waze that I have. And this is what the unit is actually good for. It's to give you Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in your vehicle. And because of that, that has actually made this unit useful. Because if you see over here, you'll see the maps and all over here on the Tesla screen. They're good and it works okay, but you know, you don't get the alerts like you do on Android Auto. Now, I will note, Android Auto and CarPlay works flawlessly on the unit. We have not had any problems with that. I've not seen any reports of any problems. It's just the speedometer thing that tends to be the issue. But in terms of navigating and all of this, unit has been quite beneficial. I have gotten comments about the yoke on the vehicle. Oh, see, car just put itself in park, so therefore the unit turned the CarPlay off. I have gotten some comments about the yoke. Yes, the yoke does work in the Cybertruck quite well. If you have a Cybertruck and you have not put a yoke in, I would highly recommend it. They should have put the yoke in the Cybertruck, not in the S, not in the X. They should have put the Squircle in there. They should have put it in the Cybertruck. It works extremely well, and especially with that C9 unit, it actually makes it really useful. If you put that C9 unit in with the Squircle, literally the top part of the Squircle bisects the screen, and you gotta like move your head all around, bobbing and weaving, trying to see the darn thing. It's a pain in the backside. With the yoke, it actually makes it very useful. But either case, even without the C9 screen, I highly recommend putting the yoke in. Works extremely well with the Cybertruck. But on the screen, like I said, we've been doing pretty well thus far. Our next stop looks like it's going to be Abilene, Kansas, and we should arrive there with 20%. We're expecting to roll up in Colorado Springs sometime later today, probably around 3 or 4 o'clock, somewhere in that neighborhood, just in time, with any amount of luck. Hopefully get there for the social. And cross fingers, everybody will be arriving okay, and we're going to get some amazing shots at the top of Pikes Peak probably on Saturday for you guys. But tomorrow we're planning on going off-roading in the Cybertruck, so we're going, hopefully, I may not be able to do it live, but hopefully we have some good shots for you guys, show you how to off-road. And in case you're wondering, stay tuned to the channel, because especially if you have a Cybertruck, right? I do have the Under Armour package on the way. So I will be doing a video on that, let you know how it works out. And I'm especially curious to see if it works with the running boards. So stay tuned to the channel for that over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to get that package installed from Tesla and let you guys know how it works out. I tried to do it for this week, couldn't do it. It would have been great to have it in time for this trip. Just didn't have time. In case you guys don't know what the Under Armour package is, they call it something different. I don't know what they call it. If you're not familiar and you have a Cybertruck, for $3,500 from Tesla, you can have your battery pack covered with an aluminum ribbed shield, so it helps give more rock protection to your batteries. So it's really for off-roading. If you go off-roading a lot, it protects your battery. And the rocker panels, the plastic side panels right underneath the door that extends the length of the vehicle, instead of plastic, that plastic is very soft. If you've never touched your plastic around your Cybertruck, it's really soft. They cover that up with steel plating, so that's all replaced with steel. So you're not bending or denting your Cybertruck, not those rocker panels anyway. So it's really designed for off-roading. I will have that package installed. I will review it, and just give me a little bit of time on that one. Hopefully, I will have that video out by the beginning of September without any problems. Once again, cross fingers, and let you guys know how it is. Once again, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. We're going to continue our trip here, and I'll see you again soon. Peace. Hello. What's up, dude?